Years later, I found myself as a divorced single mom, overwhelmed, watching my son spiral from ADHD and suicidal thoughts. That just it broke my heart. It broke my heart to hear him say, "Mom, I just don't deserve to live." At 7 years old, and I didn't understand why is he feeling this way. Around the same time, I had lost our health insurance. I found out that his Adderall was gonna be about $550 out of pocket every month. I also had a breast cancer scare around the same time. And then I hit rock bottom after a DUI. Life at the moment was just too much for me to handle. And I realized that our society systems, they weren't helping me. And I broke down. But that actually became my breakthrough. I stopped waiting for systems or people to save me. And I started taking my power back by studying life, health, our food system, holistic healing, to say the least. Long story short, I put my son on a sugar detox. And in just 3 days, I noticed a whole different child, night and day. It was as if he were on his Adderall without the Adderall side effects. And he was happier, more clear minded, more alive. It was beautiful. And that's what sparked my journey into wellness. Ever since then, no more prescriptions, no more problems. I thought I had discovered something new. Made an appointment with my local congressman, went to Washington, D.C., and I thought I had discovered, I was going to share something new. And they said, no, we are Americans and we have the freedom to choose what we want to consume. So it's up to us to go figure out the riddles of what are our daily nutrition values and what is suggested, and look at the labels and figure out the riddle of how much we're supposed to be consuming and what we should and shouldn't by reading labels of the ingredients and so on and so forth. And so I have done the homework. It's been over a decade of me looking at labels, reading about ingredients, seeing what are the side effects of some of these chemicals that are in our everyday products, not just our foods, our lotions, our shampoos, our makeups, and all of that. But once I started to eliminate, I started off with just eliminating sugar, alcohol, fast foods, those first three. That meant I began to add more water. I began to cook with purpose, with nutrients. And I began to heal from the inside out with real food by setting boundaries. And that brought self love, self confidence, health, and abundance into our lives. My son and I have been medication free